I like that music. All right, welcome back. Our next guest is a Toronto-born model who began her career at just 10 years old. Since then, she's graced the runways of Milan, starred in major brand campaigns, and appeared in Vogue Japan.
And now she's parlayed that success into a massive following as a content creator with over 1.2 million followers on Instagram. And more recently, she's become a reality TV sensation on the hit show Summer House. We're so thrilled to have her here today. Please welcome the very lovely and quite friendly Lexi Wood.
Lexi!
Oh my gosh, what
We're so excited to have you here, but I want to start off talking about your modeling career because that's how it all started. All right, so we've seen you in lingerie campaigns, you were in Vogue Japan. So do you think that confidence is something that you are born with or something that you build over time?
I think...
Like, look at you, girl.
Thank you. I think that it could really be either. I think there's like a quote in Euphoria where it's like nobody can see your confidence, so you can fake it almost like till you make it. Yeah. So I think confidence for me has always been a journey, but I'm so proud to share that journey, and so many women can really relate to that. Yeah. So this has been so fun to share.
Right, I will admit, sometimes it's hard for like me or some other people maybe to look at you and be like, oh my God, you must never be vulnerable. But you have been very honest about your vulnerabilities. I'm thinking of, you've spoken out about being a flat-chested girl.
Yeah.
I can't relate to that. But I certainly have vulnerabilities. So like, I'm curious how you know how to navigate that, how to have that dialogue in your head and still exude, the confidence and get over that.
To me, when I stand in my power of being insecure sometimes, I feel so empowered. I feel so empowered being able to speak about it and honestly just relate. I think when you're being so vulnerable, it really allows other people to feel you and relate to you and really feel that connection.
So you turn it into your secret power, essentially.
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
Yes.
I love that.
I also think that's the reason why everybody fell in love with you. You made your reality TV debut on Summer House and knocked it out of the park.
Thank
you also hooked up with one of the castmates there, one Jesse Solomon. That's the guy with all the teeth and the smile, that one with the hat on. It was a very interesting up and down relationship. That's all I'm gonna say. If you haven't watched the show, watch the show. So I'm just curious, because I watched. Was that relationship real or was that for cameras?
For me, it was very real. I can't speak on his intentions, but everything I do is 100% authentic. So the ups and the downs and everything was definitely authentic.
And that's how, you know what? I knew you were gonna give that answer because I was watching. I'm like, it was real for you.
Yes.
All right, so let's talk about Toegate because there was a whole situation. I'll explain it to you guys. Because I want to get your take. All right, so there was an incident where Jesse, who you were seeing at the time, had his toe sucked by a woman who was naked.
Yes. That's a real...
It happens in the Summer House. So would you consider that cheating or not cheating?
For me, it is. I think that if you're intentionally pursuing someone and like you're wanting a relationship with somebody, to me, anything that you do that is with another human that isn't that person is cheating.
Good answer. You're also being very nice because he inserted himself in a sexual situation where no one invited him and then he got his toe sucked. So it was like, honey.
For 37 minutes.
Bad move.
Yeah, 37 minutes.
Lexi, you recently made your first appearances on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen in these stunning outfits. So was this your version of, wow. Is that your version of the revenge dress?
Honestly, that wasn't originally my intention, but the revenge dress is so iconic and so many amazing, strong women have worn one. Yeah. I will gladly be part of that group.
Yeah, that's good company. Good company to be a part of. I love it, I love it. And we also saw you do a major podcast appearance last week on the Vile Files. And when you're on reality TV, I think a lot of additional drama ends up playing out in the media as the show airs. So were you surprised by the power dynamics of all of that?
Yeah, I think this being my first season and trying to navigate how much to share and how to make sure that I have everybody's feelings in mind, but also speaking my truth has been so important to me. So it definitely is it's a monster to navigate, but hopefully I'm doing a good job.
And speaking of podcasts, your ex Jesse, I'm gonna bring him up again, yes. Also did a podcast, the podcast is Chicks in the Office, and he had a little something to say. You guys wanna listen to it? Roll the tape.
I came on strong, but I think Lexi matched my energy. And when you're going for a girl who's like dated Drake, you're not gonna like get her by playing it cool.
All right, so he had all your business in the street. So is it true? Did you date Drake?
What I will say is, one, that was never Jesse's business to comment on.
Ooh,
And two, Drake is an amazing person, and I'm very lucky to know him. And I mean, being from Toronto and him being from Toronto, he's amazing, a Toronto star.
So take that as a yes.
Go Drake.
All right, so okay. Well, we'll leave Drake there, but we'll talk about some of the other famous exes because you've also dated Victoria Beckham's son, Brooklyn. Right? The roster is good. All right, you also dated Cindy Crawford's son, Presley Gerber. So I want to know, not about them, but what did you learn from their moms? Because these guys all have amazing moms, super moms.
Yeah, they do. With Brooklyn, we were so young, we didn't really hang out with his family that much, but I met them and they were lovely. But for Presley, I was so lucky to have Cindy as somebody that I could go to and text, and she was really there for me. She's an amazing mom. Victoria's an amazing mom. From my position, I was really lucky that they raised such great sons.
That's great. That's a good answer. I want to be messy for a second. Which one of the boys was a better kisser?
Andrea!
She's here. I'm going to ask.
Because Brooklyn is in a very, he's married.
Yeah.
I totally respect that. I'll say Presley.
So it's Brooklyn. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.